What's up, sports fans? We are back for another special episode of Brotherly Love here on the Sports Podcast Network. I'm your host, as always, Stephen Rochelle. Got my friend Damien Kalpokas here. He's kind of the event coordinator for this weekend's Camp29, returning to the tri-state area. Damien, how we feeling tonight, brother?
A little tired. We had a golf outing today, raising money for kids, and tomorrow we'll be teaching some kids some NFL skills with some former NFL players, and sweating in the heat again. But excited. Yeah, right. We're always excited. It's our fourth annual, so
starting at 8.
Yeah, it starts. The registration starts at 8. We're going to try and go probably around 8:30. Because this year we're doing it at the used to be the Lancaster Barnstormers Clipper Magazine Stadium. It's the baseball field around here for the Atlantic League. But they put turf down this year, so it's actually going to be hotter than what a regular field would be. So we're trying to get the kids in early, do the drills, and then we're going to feed them lunch and try and get them out of the heat by noon.
Yeah. Especially with how hot it's been in Philly the past week. Last week we were pushing 50. Now it's like we're right into the 90s. Gotta love the transition to summer in Philadelphia.
Yeah, well, 96 degrees is I don't care where you're at. 96 degrees is still hot.
Yeah, exactly. Regardless if you're in Arizona or Philadelphia, it's hot regardless. So what are you most excited about? What are you most excited about with the event this year? Obviously, Mark's back, for another year. What are some of the things that you're excited about bringing to this seminar, this event that you've been doing the past few years?
Well, like I said, this year it's actually at the baseball field. So the kids are actually going to get a lunch. There'll be better seating for the parents or the uncle or the grandmom, whomever's bringing the child. But not just the lunch experience, but the kids actually are going to get 2 free tickets for the following Tuesday, which would be the 25th, for a Stormers game. We have our own little section. So that's kind of like what comes with their ticket. So it's lunch, T-shirt, some other things like a little bit of swag, and then the extra bonus here this time is the baseball tickets, which will be really fun. And then the kids get to run around on the bases before the game. So and actually Mark's throwing out the first pitch.
Hey, there you go. Always something fun. We just had Hugh do it for the Phillies game a few days ago, right? So
yeah, I mean, ironically, Mark was there with you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's that that group of guys are always fun together. And it's funny we're talking about Mark. I just seen the clip from the 4th and 1 twice for the Dallas.
When they retired, they all looked out for each other. I know Mark was, I believe, at an event. I know it was a golf event. I'm drawing right now who it was for, but a bunch of the guys were down there, like Willie T. I believe Hugh was down there. A couple other guys, but they all try and protect each other. Make sure that they're all helping each other out, doing good things. So it's just nice to be a part of some things like that.
Now, obviously, it's fun having Mark there. What's kind of the driving factor why you want to get behind this, and why you want to make sure that the kids in the area get involved in programs like yours and Mark's?
Well, so we're a nonprofit, so all the proceeds go to what we're calling a friendship bench, which from the Lift program, the foundation. It's a part of Griffin Gibbs, and Tracy Linen. She her daughter actually came up with the idea of a friendship bench. I'm not sure if you or your listeners know what the friendship bench is. It was almost like the idea of the buddy bench. But this one, it sits on a little bit of an angle, the two sides, so the kids can all look at each other and talk. So anytime a kid sits in the middle, there'll be monitors in the schoolyard where, either a teacher or per grade. They have the monitors. If anybody's sitting there, they know that somebody needs to talk, because we're trying to create an open platform to try and help prevent, kids feeling down, getting suicidal, being bullied. That's a lot of what the LIFT program is about. It's kind of the mentorship for the bullying, but it's getting a little bigger and bigger with this bench. We actually just put our first one in Lancaster County on June 4th. And I believe there's 3. Mark has 3 going in Arizona here, and we're going to be putting another one in Lancaster in the next 6 months. So that's where all the proceeds go to. So it's not only the kids get something and they get the mentorship about how to be better with their peers and the bullying and all that stuff. It's actually any excess money from the camp doesn't go in anybody's pocket. It goes for a bench to make sure that the kid is okay. We're trying to save one life at a time.
It's all we can do, one day at a time, one step at a time, right?
That's right.
So now, obviously, the event's tomorrow, but how are you feeling for this Eagles team this year? Obviously, you just had Madden come out, and OTAs just finished, so we're getting within the last few months here before the season kicks off. What are you excited about this football season outside of our Eagles, obviously?
Well, I'll be completely honest. Before the season even starts, I want to know who our cornerbacks are going to be, because we got 700 of them in our camp this year. Howie likes his quarterbacks. Now
last year, did you not expect Howie to throw the whole kitchen sink at it? It was basically what he did.
That you're 100% correct. I find it. I think Howie's going to make some moves with being able to have a little bit of trade with a couple of guys, and But when it comes to the season, I think with more, we're going to hopefully run a little bit more to set up the pass, and that'll actually help protect Jalen a little more, especially with Kelsey being gone. That whole aspect's going to be changed, and the line's going to have to learn how to click that way, because Kelsey was that centerpiece.
Yeah, I mean, I think they set themselves up nice. You got Cam Jurgens there. You bring in a guy like Matt Hennessy who can play guard, play center. The other kid that we stole from the Jets for their tackle. Apparently, he wants to come over here and play guard. So, yeah, I think we're in a good position in the offensive line. I mean, obviously, you cannot replace Jason Kelsey. There's leadership stuff. There's stuff that he does. With the linemen and things like that, you're not going to replace him. It's not going to happen.
No,
we'll see how it plays out, but I still think that line's one of our strong points. I think when you're sitting there saying you're wondering who the cornerback is, I think it's a matter of time before Bradbury gets traded. I don't think it's going to be a pick. I think it's going to be for a veteran wide receiver to kind of help that third wide receiver spot. Having was it the kid Paris Campbell or whatever there is nice, but when the kid from New England retired, I think it left a spot. You don't resign Zacchaeus. I think that's where you're going to see some things. I think Howie's not quite done, but I think it's you got a little bit of a revenge tour. You got Brandon Graham obviously coming back for one last year. It's gonna be fun. I think it's a fun year regardless of them how they respond to what happened at the end of last year. I think that's kind of the thing I think all of us fans want to see.
Yeah, ironically, I'm actually really interested to see, because Saquon can come out and catch the ball. But with that line, I mean, if he stays healthy, he may have a hell of a season this year, because that offensive line he had up at the midgets, over there in New Jersey, they were nothing. So he had to be excited, and there's still I still have a little bit of belief that if one of the guys get hurt, Jason's going to get that phone call and suit up,
out of the booth at this point in time, and his wife was hammering for 2 years for him to retire. So you never know.
It's a wish.
I mean, it's one of those things. I know everyone wants to see him back, but I let him be, man. He not how you want him to go out. Obviously, bad taste in your mouth. getting whooped by a team that you beat pretty handily early in the season. You know, I think that fall apart at the end is probably, I think, the biggest in our lifetime. Would you say not?
I mean, that was worse, I think, than the Rich Kotite teams. You know, like, I mean, you could have had, you know, a bye, home field advantage. You know, I mean, we were rolling. I mean, rolling, and then boom. So, you know, I mean, that it was an epic collapse. That's even an understatement. I mean,
our lifetime. Like, I'm sure there was some. My grandmother told me about some bad Phillies teams that should have did really good. Before my time, but I still think in my lifetime, this has to be, at least out of the last 30, 40 years, out of any of the big four in Philadelphia, that has to be the biggest collapse. Has to be.
Oh, like, bar none, like, hands down. It's, again, I still don't understand it. And like, I love how everybody was giving the flack to AJ. He wouldn't talk, you know, that type of thing. And when he finally came out, like, so when he comes out and says, I was always told if I can't say something good, I'm not going to say anything at all, you know, and for me, that kind of said enough. But, you know, for him just to be able to keep his mouth shut and not cause any more issues and even though taking that flack, you know, I kind of, you know, got a better sense about AJ himself too. So,
but it's crazy. Like, if you look at our media right now, we're just trying to find the villain to point the finger at. First, it was AJ. Then it was the coordinators, all off season. Now it's Jalen. Jalen's got a problem with Nick Sirianni now. Here we go.
That narrative is, you know, they just got to have something. That's what it is, because, you know, you got the Phillies going to the Phillies going to the Phillies going a two game losing streak, and it's like, oh my God, the wheels are falling off. You know, like, you know, they got to fire a coach. You know, it's like, you know,
a bunch of injuries. You know, especially people underestimate that catcher injury, man. When you lose a guy like JT Realmuto, like, stop playing with me, dude. Like, I just want to know when. Like, don't rush him back.
Nope.
Like, we still got a nice. Don't rush him back, guys. Like, just listen. Let him heal. Let him do what he needs to do. We made it in there last year with that, you know, with Bryce barely being able to be who he was, right? I think that's probably the biggest thing right now. Like, how he handles the pitching staff, everything, like forget about his bat, right? Let's even forget about the bat. Just how he handles the pitching staff and what we've seen over the last week or so from the pitching staff, I think shows you exactly why. Like I think that's the biggest thing you need to worry about if you're a Phillies fan. Other than that, I mean, you know, it's still early. We still got the bulk of the season to go.
Oh, like, you know, I'm excited. Like, I hold season tickets for the Sunday package, and it's electric on a Sunday.
You know, since Bryce got here, it's like it's been a different atmosphere at the bank. That's all I got to say.
You are correct, but
I think go ahead. I mean, he's just a special guy. I'm glad we paid the money we did. I still think some of the stuff him already asking for another extension is kind of a little nutty. But
they all have for money. Come on now.
Hurry up, DJ.
What do you think about this weekend? Hamill's retirement. You had the number change. Are we getting the number retirement as well?
Honestly, I've been so engulfed in this camp and my golf outing. I haven't even given that any thought, to be honest with you. It's
the previous number that was held was currently on the team. Just he changed number from 35 to 31. Hamilton is coming in this weekend. I believe they're doing some type of ceremony, and I think he's doing a signing somewhere in the afternoon as well. That I think we're going to see his number being retired tomorrow.
He deserves it. 100%. He deserves it.
Yeah, so. He's the backbone of that 08 team, brother.
yeah. Him, you know, them guys were just, you know, they just caught, I don't even want to say lightning in a bottle. You know, it was, they were fun to watch. It was a sad.
It's a shame they didn't pick up more injuries, but bad times for bats to get cold. It was a rough time. But want to circle back real fast. I know we're getting close to that few minutes you said you have for me tonight. Where could someone tuning in tonight could figure out how to catch some last minute tickets to attend the camp and everything like that?
So
You're breaking up there, Damien. Can you hear me? Of course, we would get some technical difficulties.
Did I lose you there, bud?
Oh, there we go. Now I hear you. There, you're back. Last minute.
Were you able to get all them addresses?
No, absolutely not. You were completely cold and frozen.
Okay, so what I was saying is you can go to our Facebook page, which is Camp29, with legend, former Philadelphia Eagle legend Mark McMillan. That's our Facebook, or you can go to www.eventbrite.com/Camp29 4th annual and pick up tickets there. Or we have live registration from 8 to 8:30 tomorrow. And that'll be at the Lancaster or Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster County, the home of the Stormers, Lancaster Stormers.
Absolutely. For people who don't know, I attended last year. I pulled up some photos from last year. It was a fun camp. Obviously it's going to be much hotter this year. We had, they had Big Tank there last year. There's Damien walking through doing his thing.
Yeah. So I mean, but we're doing it on the turf this year, man. That's so
it's gonna be
hot.
It's not that day. It's gonna be hotter tomorrow, guys. So if you are heading down there, guys, make sure you also bring some fluids. I'm sure Camp29 will also be supplying some, but grab it up for it.
And we actually have super fan Sean Young coming as well. There'll be an Eagles bus there. Like I said, there's a few surprises that, you got to come and see. So, the kids always have a blast, like you said, Steve. And again, that's what it's about, just to kind of get them to get some exercise and learn a couple things and kind of get to rub elbows with people who played the game and pick their brain. But the mentorship as well is what it's about. It's, for the kids, for us.
Yeah, always, my friend. But, appreciate your time this evening. Anything else you want to say before we wrap this one up and let you enjoy your night, my friend?
Come on, man. We're from Philly. Let's go Birds, go Phillies.
Yeah, that's right. We I say they both are revenge tours this year, and I'm being selfish. I want both of them to complete revenge tours and bring home championships.
Me too, man. Me too.
We'll see what the season holds for both of them. Phillies are looking good right now, 7 up or 6 up or so on Atlanta. They're getting hot right now. But listen, it's a long year. Looking forward to absolutely agree with him. Go Birds. Kicking off the season still. There's a lot of things going on for a lot of our sports team. Interesting to see what our Flyers do. Got all these assets for the draft, things like that. Sixers, who knows how they're going to retool. It's always a fun time.
Don't take Paul George. I don't want him. Best availability is availability,
Yeah, man. I think we just say the process failed and blow it all up, man. You got all these contracts ending and things of that nature. The only one I say is worth extending right now is Maxey. I loved Embiid. I think he was the centerpiece, and I just don't think it's working anymore, guys.
I think Embiid's he's a Philly boy.
He's a Philly boy, but I think if we're looking at the overall picture, man, the process failed.
I just think you get the person you need. He gets one more, and with Maxey, it's over.
You're right.
You seen that happen in Boston. You got to get
fan out, right? You're gonna get a broken down third wing. That's what you're looking for.
No, that's what no.
Like.
Well, Maury's got to go, but that's another story.
I don't disagree. I think he's been a overall overhyped failure as well. I think you got the coach. This time.
Absolutely.
But I think you need to find the GM or something.
Hey, that's why we're sitting here and they sit there, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, my brother. Have a kick-ass event tomorrow. We'll definitely catch up more over the next few months, man.
Absolutely.
Plenty of stuff to talk about, plenty of stuff to do. And, have a good one, brother, and be safe.
Thank you for having me on, man. I appreciate you. Stay safe, Steve.
Anytime.
See.
All right, everyone. That was Damien Kalpokas. Basically the event coordinator for the Camp29 event tomorrow, Lancaster, PA, Clipper Magazine Stadium, 8 a.m. If you guys are in the area and you want to get your kids a good sweat on, and as he was saying, they got a few surprise athletes coming up. I was talking to him earlier. I think I might have an idea or two who that is. I'm not going to tell anyone, but again, guys, make sure you guys are checking that out. Make sure you're checking out all the stuff we're doing here over at the Sports Podcast Network. We're going to be working on a lot of things. I know our fantasy sports guys are getting ready for the Fantasy Expo. We have a new show debuting from Ben Troop. No fall weddings. He's gonna have some fun with that, guys. Make sure you are showing love on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, whatever. Like, share, comment. Show the other programming some love. Other than that, I think that should do it for this evening here on. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.